This is Jace.
And Grace.
ASMR.
Welcome. Tonight we're gonna do a little whisper and soft spoken, just a ramble.
This is our first ASMR video. We're ad-libbing it a little bit, but we kind of wanted to talk about our experience with ASMR, our personal journey from when we first started listening to it and figured it out to now.
To when we decided to make some.
To this very moment.
And we'll see how it goes.
So, first I thought I'd ask you, Grace, when was your first ASMR experience and what did you feel it? Did you listen to it? Learn about it?
I don't remember the first time I ever tingled. Like I know a lot of people.
You don't remember your tingle moment?
I don't remember my first tingle. I know a lot of people will talk about their teachers like leaning over and whispering to them during an exam. And then they get little shivers down their spine. I never really experienced that. But when I was young, my mom used to stroke my arms and my back. Or to help us kids fall asleep, she would rub our ears. She said, you rub the upper earlobe to help wake the kid up. You rub the lower earlobe to help them fall asleep. I don't know how scientifically accurate that is, but she has 4 kids, so I'm gonna trust her on that.
But when was the first time ASMR hit your life?
I think I was watching a Sophia Nygaard video, and she had GB featured on a video of hers. And she was like, I'm gonna try to figure out how to do ASMR. And it was very silly. But then I got to the sections where she was actually doing ASMR. And I was like, oh, this is nice. I like this. And that was a few years ago. And now my world has changed for the better, for the better, for the better. What was your first experience with ASMR?
My experience is very specific. Very specific. It's like textbook ASMR. I had a tingle. It was everything. I actually learned about ASMR before I knew the acronym for it. And not to brag or anything, but I've been around ASMR whenever ASMR was like, that was the acronym was still trying to be figured out.
You're an OG.
Kinda. I mean, obviously it's my first video, so it's been a while, but anyway. It was in my sophomore year of high school Spanish class. And
that's what I was saying. It's always the teachers.
It's not the teacher. It was a student. So I was working on my homework, or my classwork or whatever. And there was a girl behind me and she had gum. And most people hate the sound of people chewing gum, but
Misophonia.
But in the ASMR community there is a category for mouth sounds. And I guess I fit into that category because I was working in this girl's. You're not allowed to have gum in class at this point, but she was chewing gum and it was just like, I don't even know if I'm doing right. I'm not chewing gum. But,
Next video.
Or sometime. And I'm not even consciously looking at this or experiencing this, but I'm sitting there and then like I start getting goosebumps on my neck and my arm. I'm kind of freaked out. Like I thought, like I didn't even associate with the sound. It's just I heard it and then it happened. Right? It was weird. Like I tingled, but I was scared of it actually because I thought it was like a medical condition.
You thought you were having a seizure.
Or something. So after school that day, I went home and Googled it, like hearing sounds and goosebumps on arm or something like that. I can't remember. And then ASMR popped up. So I guess maybe it just been established. I guess I don't know. But I realized that like I had an actual tingle response to the sound, and like we'll probably get into some artists and stuff. But I realized like I've always not minded people chewing their gum. I wouldn't say I was like looking for it at that time, but like but yeah, like I realized I had an interesting reaction to it, so I started kind of getting into it. So but that kind of gets into like the first content you watch. Now I want to ask you about that. What was some of the first like actual ASMR videos that you watched?
Well, from that Sophia video, I went to GB, of course. I think GB is kind of the queen of ASMR at the moment. Well, I came into ASMR a little bit later in the ASMR world than you did.
About
So you
what
were
year? About what year?
about what year? What year? Get on you. I'm not sure. I think I was in high school. So maybe 2017 about. And so you were probably starting to watch ASMR when like gentle whispering was.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that, but you tell yours first.
So I guess my first big ASMR artist were GB.
GB's great.
GB is great. Luna Bloom. I still watch Luna Bloom religiously. She's just so good. She's so good.
Yeah. So that moment when I started, that I had that experience, I started watching YouTube videos and stuff. I got into ASMR a little bit earlier. So after I had that experience where I had like tingles and stuff like that, and was Googling what ASMR is, it was still early enough that there weren't like a whole lot of ASMR artists out there. I'm gonna name the 3 that I liked, but it was still during the time where it was like kind of taboo and it was a little sensual. Like people thought it was weird. Like why are people just going? Why are they just talking into a microphone like really whispery? Like why is that a thing?
I think especially being into mouth sounds, like you were.
Mouth sounds it's
sure
still a little taboo these days.
People still think mouth sounds are really
I don't know.
weird.
I'm unashamed. I like it. Anyway, so the first ones I started watching were Gentle Whispering. I don't know what she's really, or if she's going by her name anymore. I don't know what she's actually going on these days, but she was the first one. Yes,
She's like a toddler.
Yes, that is true. Time flows and things happen. Good for you. Happy for you. But I was watching her stuff, and I actually messaged her on Facebook. I don't know if you know this, but we talked on Facebook in her early career for like a day.
I talked with Peter Hollins in his early career. I know that's not ASMR, but I emailed Peter Hollins, and he emailed me back. But gentle whispering, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So I watched her. There's a guy, literally his channel is called Relaxing ASMR. He's an older man. I think he's still around doing stuff. He's doing Minecraft these days, but
Minecraft ASMR? Or just
yeah,
Minecraft?
Minecraft ASMR. But his original stuff was like fountain pens. Like he would do like writing videos on paper. That was really good. And there's another guy, but there's kind of these 3 people that I'd watch. And I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty cool. It's relaxing. You know, I'm on my phone in bed anyway, so I'm just going to listen to it. It's really relaxing.
Did you listen to it to fall asleep to, or just to have something relaxing in the background?
That's good to ask.
Thank you. That's why I asked.
I think I mostly did it as like a relax to sleep thing. Like especially during high school, I didn't like listen to it to do homework or anything. Like it was mostly I'm chilling in bed or something, and I'm like going through videos, and I would just pull it up and listen to it at night because that was just kind of the natural conclusion of it. Like if it relaxes you, let's go to sleep. So I mean that's just kind of how I did it. More recently, I've done it to where I like use it for just chilling or background noise, but originally,
You know, that reminds me. Before I got into ASMR, I would listen to videos of rain sounds to help me fall asleep. Rain sounds.
you're right.
Yeah. And I guess that also was kind of another avenue by which I came into the ASMR world. But I think for a while I didn't really listen to ASMR to fall asleep. It was more something to have on in the background while I was studying. Because I was in high school, I didn't sleep. I had to have my all A's. It worked. It doesn't matter now. But anyway, I would listen to ASMR while I studied. And then rain sounds while I slept. And even today, I don't really listen to ASMR, traditional ASMR to sleep. I don't listen to the mouth sounds and the different triggers and the hand sounds and stuff to sleep. What I listen to sleep is religiously French whisperer. He gets so tired of it every night.
I used to be tired of it.
I now play it very quietly so that he doesn't have to listen to it as much.
It's very educational sometimes.
It is. I know so much now. I mean, I don't learn a lot every night because I fall asleep within 5 minutes, but the 5 minutes every night adds up. Now I know a lot of stuff.
So you asked me, what do I listen to like these days?
What do you listen to these days? Those same 3 ASMR artists?
No, I listen to new stuff, but I still am into like the traditional like X triggers, like mouth sounds or hand sounds or positive affirmations. Like I still like that stuff.
Tiptoe Tingles has the best hand sounds. I swear.
Yes, she's just like she has like raw talent. I think she's really good. Like she should turn on the camera and bam and go. But I feel like there's also like GB, like she does really good like scripted content. Like here's the theme and we're pushing through with the theme. Very good.
I love her role plays and all of her different characters. Mistletoe. Her friends call her Missy, but we get to call her Mistletoe. So good.
Yeah, I totally respect the craft. I'm not super triggered by role-playing content. There's certain artists that works for me. I don't know. I totally respect it. Just doesn't like relax me or anything.
But it's
yeah,
entertaining.
It's entertaining for sure. Yeah, there are times I'll just watch it for the sake of watching it and not fall asleep and just feel cool about it, you know. But yeah, mostly what I listen to these days is I'll rotate GB and Tiptoe, but then also one of my original artists I still listen to today is Fast ASMR. She was, well, she's not new anymore. She was new a few years ago. She had a bunch of really good sounds. She did mouth sounds, but she also did a bunch of different themed videos. But she started like, no face. Like she just did like mouth and down and stuff. And then she finally did like a big face reveal a few years ago, and now she's collaborated with a whole bunch of other artists. So she's really good. She started like Fast ASMR with her name, of course. But now she just does a bunch of different stuff, which is cool. So I rotate her in a lot. I wish I had my phone, but we're actually using it to record. Otherwise, I'd pull up more. But yeah.
Well, I have my phone.
Okay.
I'm just going to go through my subscription list and talk about some different ASMR artists that I really like. Obviously, the very first one is French Whisperer.
Of course.
In a similar vein is Let's Find Out.
He's very good.
He's very good. He hasn't been uploading as much lately.
But they're all like high quality uploads.
Bangers, as the kids say. African Closa ASMR. I don't know if I did the click right, but listening to her Closa language is the language that has like the clicks and stuff in it, and is so relaxing to listen to.
I think you've sent me some of their videos. It's very relaxing to listen to.
She's really good. Angelica ASMR is probably
the meme of the ASMR community.
If you know, you know. And if you don't, honey, you gotta listen to Angelica. Sarah Lavender is beautiful, and I love her content. Luna Bloom, obviously. Very good.
Little trigger for you there.
ASMR Glow is also very beautiful.
Yes.
Not that value comes from beauty, but respectfully, very beautiful. GB, Tiptoe Tingles, Salt and Pepper.
Michaela.
Yeah, you like Michaela.
Yeah, I think I showed you Michaela. She has very, like, she doesn't do mouth sounds dedicated videos, but like the way she speaks in her videos, like very fast, very articulate.
Her intro always has mouth sounds.
I would watch a video of just her intro. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I'm sure she has one, and if she doesn't, we should request it. Selene ASMR, she does a lot of acting, which is very fun. Sophie Michelle
was one of my OGs too, man.
If you, like I said with Angelica, if you don't know Uncle Rift, you just don't know. You gotta know Uncle Rift.
I actually listened to a lot of his stuff before he became like Daddy Rift.
Not Daddy, Uncle. Uncle.
Sorry.
Fake fan. I really like True Crime Time ASMR. She also has...
She has a good voice.
She has a good voice. She also has another channel, My ASMR Addiction. I like that she has those two separate. I've been trying to consume more wholesome content lately to make my life more positive. But sometimes I just gotta listen to stories of horrific murders to fall asleep, you know? Rach ASMR has such wonderful whispers that have so many little mouth sounds and clicks in them. Sometimes you just find someone's voice that is so wonderful, and she is one of those.
I must need to check them out because I've never heard of Reach. It's probably going to be a pivotal life moment for me, but there you go.
I think I've sent you some of her videos,
Okay.
so obviously you haven't
Well, then
been
that's my fault.
paying attention.
There's always that friend in the friend group that doesn't listen or watch anything you send them, and that's me, unashamedly.
And then he'll end up sending me videos, and I'm like, yes, I already sent this to you. Now that we've looked through my subscription list,
We're going to go through my subscription list, and I want to list off a few of the ones I'm listening to these days for recommendations. The first one, I haven't listened to him in a while, but one of my favorites for a long time was Dong ASMR. He's funny.
His name is very serious.
No, I know. He's funny, but he's also like an audio master, I think.
Have you seen his videos where he does like transitions, like every 2 seconds?
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Who's another one I listen to? Oh, this is a more of a niche one, but ASMRtica. I can't remember like all the different kinds of content he does, but his intro is really good. Like he draws his intro with like ink paint, and his voice is very, I don't know, very articulate, but also very good.
Is he the one who does all the maps like that?
He does do map videos. Yeah, that is one of his styles of
That's cool.
content. Yeah, that's very good. There's a big timer. I'm totally bailing on his ASMR Zeitgeist. I need to watch his stuff. If anyone deserves to be paid for making ASMR,
Zeitgeist.
it's ASMR Zeitgeist. He does like, maybe not, but I feel like he does Hollywood quality like ASMR videos. They're always like 3 or 4 hours long. The color themes are amazing. I don't know. I respect him. I don't get tingled much by his, I mean, at least from a few years ago. I haven't got tingles from his videos in a while, but just mad respect to him. Mad respect. JoJo ASMR. Probably one of the more highly subscribed males of ASMR. Probably the bigger face of dude ASMR, other than Ephemeral Rift, Uncle Rift. JoJo's pretty good. I like him.
Would you say he's bizarre and adventurous?
No, I wouldn't. I would say he's just a very nice and kind lad. There's a whole bunch of people on YouTube when you search ASMR that I've never seen. It's time to go find some more ASMR artists. You know, of course, after watching this video.
Articulate Design ASMR.
Have you sent them to me before?
Probably. I haven't watched his content recently, but it's good. It's very good.
Cool. I need to listen to them.
And similar to, hold on, one other guy I'm thinking of ASMR. He looks just like Thor. Fred's Voice ASMR.
I think I know his content. I think I do.
Yeah, Fred's Voice ASMR does good stuff. Like I said, I like accents. So what can you expect from Jace and Grace ASMR?
Are you asking me that? Because I don't know what to expect. You tell me.
I was asking a rhetorical question to the audience.
Why don't you answer it then?
I don't know.
This is our first video, so, and in some sense, we kind of know what to do because we have a long list of legends who have come before us to light our way. At the same time, this is our first time, like, in front of a mic, in front of a camera. Let's give it a try. Hopefully, we decided to go with just a little whisper, soft-spoken ramble. Just, that's the easiest thing you can do.
Now, Jace does have experience with producing music and stuff, so
Thank you.
of course we have that.
Montana Jace on Spotify, by the way.
So we have that to go off of. And I used to make YouTube videos. Don't look them up. I'm not going to tell you the YouTube channel name.
But we also have some plans. We're gonna try to do some triggers and some more traditional stuff. In another video, we get a little popper sound thing, and we
got some brushes.
And a whole assortment of other triggers. We just happen to have these at the table right now, so look out for those. We're gonna be shooting those pretty shortly. But yeah, this is the end of our very first ASMR video. What do you think?
What do I think?
What do you? Forget them. What do you think?
I think we could have been a little better.
I think everybody can be a little better all the time. But I think everybody could be a lot worse all the time.
You know what? That's true. Thanks for listening.
Be inspired. That's not the tag. We'll leave it in the video, though.
Thanks for listening. Hope you have a good night. Good day.
This has been Jace
And Grace.
ASMR.